Hello, my beautiful people. Thanks so much for stopping by my channel. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Goretti, and I am the counselor and transformational coach at Butterfly Project. So today I wanted to talk about a topic, and I'm not even sure I've really done a video on this before, and I will probably do more, but I wanted to talk about depression. So mental health is something I help so many of my clients with. It's also something I have suffered with in the past. It was just situational though. However, depression is pretty huge, especially in today's world, especially with all the changes and all the stressors and everything that we have going on. A lot more people are dealing with this issue. So depression can come from different places. It could be clinical depression, right? It could actually be like body chemistry stuff. It could be hormonal, right? Especially like women going through, cycles and different stages. It could be hormonal, and men too, actually as well, because men's hormones change at different stages and things. It could also be based on your lifestyle. It could be situational. Maybe there's something going on that is actually making you, stressed out or sad. Maybe you're going through a difficult time with, possibly, something at work, or maybe it's money or a relationship, and it's difficult to get through it. So what I wanted to talk about in this video today in regards to depression is, and I've always told, my clients this, depression is anger turned inward. Now, anger is not a true emotion. Anger is kind of like an iceberg, and you can look that up. There's something called the anger iceberg, but anger is really like the ice that we see on top of the waterline, and then underneath the waterline there is a huge, much bigger chunk of ice. Okay, so anger is not a true emotion. It's just what we see up on the surface. Underlying that is basically any negative emotion that you can think of, right? Guilt, shame, fear, sadness, loneliness, like there's so many different things, stress. So depression is anger turned inward. So really it's you internalizing any of those negative feelings. You're not letting it out. This is actually why talk therapy can help. Sorry guys. Talk therapy can help when it comes to things like this, because we need to be able to, and this is so interesting because I was going to make a separate video on this. So actually I'm just going to incorporate it in this one. It'll just be easier. But, the controversial video I talked about, not needing therapy, and yes, that does help with, depression as well. So subconscious mind reprogramming is something that can definitely help with depression for sure. But talk therapy helps to get the feelings out, like I said, the anger turned inward, it is to get that out. Now, I do both with all of my clients. It's not just subconscious reprogramming. Of course, I do, some talk therapy, but it's just really to get the stuff out. And then now we know what to work with, and now we are going to find a solution, right? And we're going to reprogram the mind and do all these different things. But depression is really your body's way of screaming out to you that either there's something you are holding on to that you are not letting out, that you are internalizing. It could be even anger towards yourself. It could be anger towards somebody else. It could be, all these negative emotions, right, that you're just feeling, but it also could be things like resentment and different things, right? Like I said, any negative emotions, sorry guys, my nails are getting caught in my hair. Any negative emotions underneath the surface, right, that you don't see, you could be internalizing those. But it's also your body's way of screaming out about you not living how you actually should be living. So depression, basically, it's kind of like your brain telling your body it is sick. So what do we do when we're sick? We need to rest more. We need to chill. We need to slow down. We need to not have so many responsibilities. We need to reduce the stress. So sometimes when it manifests as depression, it's your body's way of seeing or telling you, saying to you that something in your life is not right. It's not in alignment. It's not serving you. Okay, and actually I'll post a video up here that I did on the body telling you what it needs, okay? But when depression comes up, so if you're not taking care of yourself, if you got too many things going on, if you're not paying attention to you, if you're not spending time with the inner you, your spirituality, right? Just spending time, the most important relationship in your life is with yourself. So spending time with you, if you are not doing that, if you are only working, taking care of the kids, running around, paying the bills, doing all that, like stretching yourself, burning the candle at both ends, doing these things, sometimes depression is a way of forcing you to slow down and actually look at your life and make the changes that you need. Some people don't make the changes. So this is why, and some people might have an issue with this, but this is why typically, and those that have worked with me know, I am not an advocate for medication. I have seen what proper therapy modalities have done for people that suffer with depression. I have personally helped many clients overcome it. One client who allows me to talk about this, and actually I do think I've done a video on depression. I think I've shared this story before, but this client was like the worst of the worst. He was on so many medications, in and out of the psych ward constantly, had lots and lots and lots of issues. And when he came to me, he was at his worst. He's living a beautiful, thriving life now. And it didn't take very long. So when depression sets in, it is telling you something's not right. Medication's not going to fix that. Medication is basically just a band-aid. It's not a solution. Yes, sometimes, like I said, if there's a chemical imbalance, for sure medication can help. But you might not need the big dose that people are taking. Maybe it's a reduced dose. Like maybe some people actually do need to be on the medication for life, but maybe a reduced dose because they're coupling it with therapy and different things, that I teach all my clients to be able to do for this. So, of course, always check with your doctor first, but I'm just saying, and a lot of doctors would agree, that the medication doesn't help. It doesn't fix the issue. It might alleviate symptoms, but it doesn't usually typically fix the issue. Not in all cases, but in most. So I actually have a course that I have developed that I need to kind of revamp before I get it out there. And I've mentioned before, I thought I was going to launch it a little bit sooner, but I won't. I want to make sure that it's done, very well, because that's what I do. But it is going to walk you through all of these things that I do with my clients to be able to overcome depression. Okay. And it is very much something that I found out after, creating the course and working with clients for many years and helping them overcome depression, that it is very much in line with a lot that's what's happening in the eastern part of the world. Okay. And so, yeah, that's what I wanted to talk about, is that, there are ways to overcome depression, but just know it is your body's way of telling you something's not right. Maybe it's emotional, maybe it's physical, maybe it's mental, maybe it is, biochemical, maybe it is lifestyle. There's so many different reasons. It's just your body is trying to communicate with you that something's not right. We need to listen to our bodies, and when you do, you overcome this. Medication is only to alleviate symptoms. It's a band-aid. It's not a solution. It doesn't fix the problem. However, it can really help when you're trying to do these other things, because sometimes it's really hard with depression to have the motivation and the energy and the focus and the capacity to be able to do the things you need to do to make the changes or pay attention to what your body's trying to tell you and figure it out, right? So yes, medication can sometimes help with that. A lot of my clients are on, medication, then they lower their dose or they're on a small dose just to take the edge off so that they can do the work in therapy that's needed to do. And of course, outside of therapy, right? As you all know, that therapy is really just a guide. It's giving you the tools and teaching you so then you can go and do it on your own. All right, my loves, I hope that this was helpful for you today. Like this video, comment down below. I would love to hear from you guys. And also share this video with anybody that you think it might be helpful for, because I know a lot of people are suffering with this, and I'm sure it will help, especially in today's world. More and more people are dealing with this. And if you're new to my channel, I would absolutely love to have you subscribe and be a part of this ever-growing butterfly community, and also hit that bell icon so you get notified of new videos as I post them. And if you would like to work with me, don't forget my information is always in the description box below. And as always, I wish you all peace, love, and light. Until next time, bye-bye.